Hello, guys. Good morning for me, and whatever the time it is for you. This is yet another random Nvim video on my channel, and I'm still not sure whether I am going to continue or not. So yeah, today we're going to explore this brilliant integration of Nvim and Git, which is built in. You don't have to install any plugins, all right? But first I'm going to do this a little prehistory and tell you what's happening to me, right? I'm now trying to minimize the amount of plugins I use, and the things got to the point where I only have a single plugin that is that I actually use, and that's oil plugin. Other plugins like Waka Time, it's just time tracker that tracks how much I code. Plugin themes, it's my own theme that you're now seeing on the screen that I created myself, and this stuff, it's another plugin, Nvim Tricitor. Is it even a plugin? It's just an installer for Tricitor grammars, so I don't consider that to be a plugin, and the only actual plugin is oil, and I would love to migrate to need TRW IDK. There is no such plugin right now in Nvim, but yeah, they are going from it. They're trying to remove that default file explorer and replace it with something more minimal. So I'm not going to invest my time in learning that built-in file explorer unless they are going to provide me a new official way. So that's the only plugin left. I used to use Harpoon, and there is a video on my channel how you can use built-in features to emulate basically Harpoon. I used to use Telescope, but you know, this browse all to show old files, right? Browse old files, which stands for browse old files, right? You have this filter, TypeScript, browse old files, and you now see what are the old files which are TypeScript files, right? And I mean, you can do a lot of stuff like built-in find that is actually recursive if you set wildcard to something normal, right? So sorry, I didn't make CD, so it tries to search my entire PC, like find, etc. I now use these built-in capabilities, and the most hard thing for me was to get from Fugitive, because Fugitive is basically this insane plugin that can do everything for you. It's so convenient to just push G, minus CC, CA, commit amend, P minus F, like you've done it. Basically, it's so convenient. It was so convenient, but now I'm going from it and learning about how Git is working itself, right, with no plugins. And there are actually a lot of pretty integrations that are built in, and you might not even need this Fugitive plugin or any other plugin. I used to use NeoGit. I used to use LazyGit, not as plugin but as CLI tool. Still, I'm now sticking to defaults and learning stuff, so I'm here to show you what it is. Basically, today we are going to work on my theme repository, where I tackle it and do some stuff to it, right? So first of all, let me open my terminal and let me add it to my Harpoon. Right now, let me write git status. Nothing is happening. Okay, first of all, we're going to understand how you commit from command line, and it's not what you think. It's not just git add dot git commit -m. No, it's too boring, right? We want this interactive experience, right? And we can achieve it. But first, let me do git reset ahead previous commit. Now I have some stuff, but I don't even remember what I have changed in the last commit, but we are going to explore it without any plugins, right? To do that, we're first entering this git add interactive mode, and now we are here. We can do a bunch of commands. First of all, we can see the status, which is already printed, but anyways, one of the interesting things is you can add untracked files. No untracked because I've just resetted it to the previous commit, but if you create some new files, there will be some stuff, and you can, for example, create file A, file B, file C, right? And then you can go to add untracked. You will see 3 files here. You can push star and it will add all of that file. So you can say from the second to from the first to the second, and then first second are added to the commit, right? And we're checking status. Status now includes file A and file B, which are empty, right? So it's pretty convenient. But let me remove those files because we're not going to commit anything new to that repository. Right, now we have some files that are unstaged, but they are added to Git, and we want to see what changes there are to like add some of them, etc. Well, everything we can do with Fugitive or with some IDE plugins if you use IDE. So I'm clicking this update command, and now I need to select which files I want to update. And you know, the thing is that if you if I'm not mistaken, I first should add untracked. No, I can't. Anyways, doesn't matter. So yeah, I can say that I don't care what changed in README. Add this README file. This README file is now added to my stashed changes, and now I can say okay, but I don't want to add colors Y9 Nika right away. I want to review them first. So yeah, I select this patch option, right? I'm typing the first letter of the command. So yeah, I'm typing this patch stuff, and I'm saying okay, now I want first file to add but review it. And now we are going into this interactive staging mode where this stuff prompts me, like you have this local comment, div change, etc. Do you want to stage it? Yeah, bro, I do want to stage it. Now you have this a lot of stuff. Do you want to change it? Yeah, I want to change it. And there are actually a lot of interesting stuff. You can of course say no, I don't want, but you can also say that I want to edit this stuff on my own, right? And you are entering new Vim, and now you can like say okay, this is not what I want to remove, so I may need the 2 lines search, right? I may say something like you can basically write patch here, so you can you can split hunk into 2 different hunks and not include something in the patch, right? So yeah, you can learn it on your own. Then okay, I'm going to stage everything else, and actually there is some command to stage everything else, but if I'm not mistaken it's added. Yeah, I wasn't mistaken. So now we have this thing committed, and we can we have this thing staged, and we can write git status. Also, I would like to add file A, file B to be removed, right? So yeah, now we have only this readme and colors in Y9 Nika, and we already know what happened in Y9 Nika. We can review changes, and this is actually a cool thing, that you have to review your own changes before pushing them, because not everyone is doing that apparently, and you can push some weird stuff without even noticing it, and the reviewer will have to understand what's going on. And that also prevents you from creating these massive commits that are impossible to review, because you will have to review them on your own anyways. So yeah, now we have these two commits, and nothing really special about committing. You're just writing git commit, and I forgot what the message was of the previous commit that I actually reset it. I might be mistaken actually. So yeah, okay. If I'm not mistaken, I added let me say integration with Git in that version, right? I added Git integration or diff integration to be more precise, right? So yeah, we just committed that stuff, and now we're going to review changes. How do you review pull requests? With Fugitive, I used to use this thing called difftool. I mean, not everyone knows about difftool, but we are going to explore it in the native Git. There is the same thing basically in the native Git. So let me say, imagine there is a pull request that has 5 commits, and you are going to review it. Okay, you can say git diff head from head 5 commits ago to head. I mean, with pull requests, you can actually do this more straightforward. You can check out to the branch and say head something like that. It will, or if I'm not mistaken, origin main. Yeah, you can do stuff like that, and you can also use merge base, etc. I mean, you'll learn it if you really need it, but I'm going to show you some UI tips. So you can diff these 5 commits using the standard git diff command, and it's not that pretty. I mean, yeah, I can scroll up and down, and I can probably see some stuff, but I don't think that's that convenient for me. What can you do instead is you can use difftool with tool Nvim diff, and that's a built-in one. I mean, you can use it, Nvim diff, and now it says to me, okay bro, you have 25 files, change it. Do you like to start with readme? And I'm saying, yeah, right, I want to see what changed in readme throughout these 5 commits. Let's do that. It opens this diff that is actually to I mean, I need to make it smaller, right? Something like that, and I think even a little bit more. So now I'm going to quit. I'm going to pass on that. I'm going to clear. I don't know what's happening, and now it sent me somewhere else. Right, I'm going to cancel that, and we're starting from again, right? So we are using difftool, and I've already set up Nvim diff to be my default difftool. So you can do that using git config diff.tool nvim diff, something like that. So yeah, we're starting to review this readme.md, and we have this two-way nice view. I mean, you might not have this nice theming. It's my own theme, so I tackled colors to be the way I like them. Specifically, I did this gray color for deletions because I don't want this reddish color to go in my face, you know. I just want it to be like gray. Okay, it was deleted. This pretty highlight for what exactly changed, like these color scheme splits 3 categories, right? And you can see that 5 commits ago I thought that 2 categories will be enough, but now it's 3 categories that I use in my color scheme. So yeah, and I mean, pretty humanish way to view that, comparing to the diff patch if you're not used to it. Okay, we're going to quit that. Would you like to proceed to these bash highlights, right? Okay, I'm going to proceed it. we can see that I changed definition to declaration, because probably the stuff that is highlighted changed from definitions to be like all declarations. Okay, we are going to pass on that, and then there are a bunch of highlights go. So I don't really need to review all of them. I believe it's just find and replace. IDK actually, if we need to review anything else, I don't think that we. So some image, can preview image using Vim, why not? So yeah, I think you get the idea. That's pretty convenient, and you can review requests like that. I do review requests like that, and the only problem is that after I found some issue that I'm trying to understand, and I want to publish commit, I want to publish a comment on that, I'm going to Git and searching for that hunk like manually. Probably there is this thing like as GH, and probably it can do some stuff. I mean, it's pretty convenient, but the only thing I use it for is to say GitHub PR list web, and it sends me to this. Sorry, it opened in on another desktop. So this thing sends me to this list of pull requests, and that's just pretty convenient. I mean, I've done my work. I want to create pull requests, and I just write it like without even a terminal. You can write it GH PR list web, like pretty convenient for me. Anyways, I'm sure that this utility can also publish some comments, but I didn't get it working yet. So yeah, now we know first how to commit, second how to review the changes. But what about merge conflicts? That's the most interesting part for me. I believe it's so damn convenient. So I don't think I'm switching back to using plugins, right? So let me first go. Sorry, why bash history? Let me first go to git config. And here I'm going to comment this thing, because I mean, you're not yet ready to see that. Now let me create merge conflicts, and actually the fun part is we already created them. How? Remember when I reset our branch, and now I committed that change, so my branch diverged with the remote one, and that should be written here, right? You have one and one different commits each. So now if we're going to write git pull, what happened? Why did it scroll? It says, sorry, you have divergent branches, you need somehow to merge them, right? Okay, we're going to do that. Git pull rebase, and now it says, it doesn't say anything. What the hell is? For some reason I don't have really anything conflicting, so I'm going to write this git commit amend, no edit, and now I'm going to git pull rebase. This should create conflicts. This still didn't create conflicts. How am I going to create conflicts? Okay, I know the idea. So basically I'm going to readme, and I'm going to mess with it. I'm going to remove these three. I'm going to add something like Jotlin instead of Kotlin, and I'm going to change JSON to KSON, like, or to VSON, right? I mean, I messed with that a little bit, and now we're going to do this amend commit and pull rebase. Now we have, sorry, git add. I forgot to commit it properly, and now we should have conflicts. We do have conflicts. Okay, I was never have I ever wanted to see git conflicts, but here I am. We have conflicts. And the old-fashioned way to solve them is to go to README, where the conflicts occur, and now just resolve them in the old way. The problem with that is like it's not convenient. I mean, you can see all the conflicting files in git status those are called unmerged paths, and you can easily use git and like gf to go to the file and find all the conflicts, right? But that's not very convenient, I mean, for me at least. So let me mess with a license also. I mean, I'm going to do git rebase board, and then I'm going to, I want multiple files to be conflicting, right? So I'm going to remove that as well, or it will not create new conflicts, right? Yeah, it will not, because readme was changed on the remote, so that is why it create conflicts. Anyways, okay, we're going to stick with this single oh no, we can actually do multiple files if we really want to. I remember that this file is also changed on remote, so let me remove some of the, I mean, diff, I think those was changed, so if I remove them it will create a new conflict, right? Okay, so let me now do the same stuff, git add point. I mean, usually I add into git with this interactive mode, but right now I just know what changes are, so I don't need this interactive mode. We are doing this git amend. We are now going to pull rebase. So now we should have multiple files conflicting, right? We have 2 files conflicting. That's fire. And in the actual workflow, you are going to have like 25 files conflicting or more. I mean, you can have as much as it happens to. No one wants to have them, but you are going to. So the proper way to merge those conflicts is to use mergetool, which also requires you to pass this Nvim diff to be your tool. But the thing is that it is, I mean, I defined it to be Nvim diff, so I don't need to specify it right now. And I'm going to zoom it out because the preview window is going to be messy, the default preview window. So we are saying okay, right? We're going to merge it, and what happens here? That's the default one. It opens Nvim, and it shows that right, readme local. That's the left part of our conflict. It's something like that, and that's actually our remote, because we are rebasing and we have pulled the remote became local, right? And we want to apply our local commit, and local commit is here. If you remember, we said that it's Jotlin bson, and that's how it is on the merge base. So before those 2 conflicts, there was just Kotlin and Lua. After that, my remote added Kotlin, Lua, Vim script, Markdown, JSON, and Git. And myself, right now, removed, or no, I actually just comparing to the base, I added some languages and removed Kotlin, right? That's not how you usually want to see these files. First of all, you see how zoomed I am? I mean, I have zoomed out this a lot, but I still don't see this conveniently. And I don't want to be this zoomed out to when I merge stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to redefine this view. And the cool part is that Git knows about Vim so much that like the integration is just brilliant. I can change these windows to something very convenient, and let me cover that. First of all, I'm going to exit it, and I'm going to say git rebase abort, and now we are going to git config. That's what I have commented. All right. The cool part is that the default layout is something like local. Then common means that you split it to the right. Local, then base, then remote, divided. Division means split it to the bottom, right? So it's horizontal split, and here merged file goes. That's the default, but we don't want that. What we want is we want to have it base merged, like split left, split right. Left is base, right is what we are going to solve our conflicts. Then we're going to have this plus opens a new tab in Vim, so then we are going to have this base local and base remote. What it is going to do for us, we can now be pretty much zoomed and do the fun thing, and now actually merging conflicts become something fun. So we are going to git pull rebase. Yeah, we have conflicts still, so surprising. Now we're using mergetool, and our new view is more similar to the view that we saw in difftool, but right now, I mean, it's more convenient already, because now we see only the base stuff, like it was Kotlin Lua, and now we have this conflict, Kotlin Lua Vim script markdown from the head, and this stuff from this commit, right? That's pretty convenient already. I mean, we don't need all these tabs opened at the top. That is the default. But the also convenient thing that you may not be able to parse this conflict easily and to apply it to the base. So if it's really messy and stuff, and you don't have to, you can just now go to the second tab, and second tab will show you all the diff from the base to the local. So you see, okay, that commit did that stuff. We're going to the next tab, and we are now seeing what the next commit have done to the base stuff. And now we can play around these two tabs, understand what are the motives of first developer and of the second developer. One of the developers is just us, but we are not remember what have we done already by the point we're solving merge conflicts. So yeah, you're seeing those two conflicts and they are diffs with the base, like left is base always. So left is base actually. And then when you understand everything, you're just going, okay, right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to just discard that commit. I don't care about it. Yeah, and the fun part also that you can do ZO to open these folds and see all the context. It's the C to goes, like it's pretty standard Vim folds, so you're still able to inspect them, right? Okay, we have merged this file. The next file we're going to see how that goes for Lua files. And now we have some messy stuff going on here because some conflicts are already merged, and here is the conflict itself. Like we see that from our branch there is nothing, and from this branch there are some changes. Right, we can see the origin, but the cool thing is that we don't need to sum all these green and gray stuff. We don't need to understand what was removed and deleted because it's a combination of two commits. We can now go here and see, okay, this commit modified it and adjusted a lot of stuff. The second commit actually did the same stuff because it was amended comment, right? But we can see that it clearly removed some stuff. So yeah, and if you only see changes in these two tabs from the commits that are like when you don't see these conflicted changes that were already merged for you by Git, it's pretty easy to review and to understand, oh, that was what that person was trying to do, we now can see that this person changed highlight foreground from negative okay, we are seeing this, and we might not be able to see that from three-way view or from like these conflicts, right? And now we know that we deleted those lines actually by accident, so let me just resolve that conflict to be the basically upstream text, right? We're going to accept everything. To mark conflict as solved, you just need to quit Nvim, and the cool thing is that if you're not ready to mark this conflict as resolved just yet, you can use CQA. A stands for all. CQ, it's the command that quits Vim, but with a negative status code. So Git will consider that as a failure. So let's do this. Sorry, CQ is not a command, but CQA. So yeah, now Git knows that merge failed, and now we can run mergetool again, and it will only be run on this Lua file. And now we can resolve this conflict again and say XA. X is exit all files, tabs, windows, etc. And now we have this stuff merged. We can show git status. Okay. Git rebase continue. And the cool thing that I also want to show is that Git also adds these original conflicts files that are unsolved. I mean, it's actually pretty common to run the application and check, oh, something doesn't work. I probably need these original files to understand. I need to unsolve these merge conflicts, right? And that Git does automatically, so those are pretty useful. You do have to delete them though, but it's not really a problem because they are here stated as untracked files, and usually it will be the only untracked file, so you can do git clear or git clean, I don't remember. I don't really understand what I'm doing at that point, but yeah, I did it. Git clean F. So that's how it's done. Now we have completely not broken Git repository. And let me actually check my Git log. So added support for Git colors, right? If I'm not mistaken, now I need to do git push -f. So yeah, everything is up to date. Something like that. That's what I wanted to show. I hope now you better understand how to work with the Git without any plugins. And there are some features that I use and I didn't show in that video yet, but I will not get into the details. Like my most beloved features, my most favorite feature is Git worktrees. That's basically when you can work with multiple branches in the same Git repository at the same time. So you check out to branch in other directory, right? You basically have this main repo, and you can have here like develop, and you can have here main branch. You can have here release, review, fix stuff from YSun, right? And you can review branches. That's really important, and that's really useful when you are working with stuff that requires heavy caching, and checkouting will reset this caching, like Android development. That's what I do. And you want to review this pull request, but please don't clean my caches. So your caches are always safe in sitting in your directory, and you're just checkouting in a new directory. You can do this with multiple repos though, but this approach with different like with worktrees, it actually shares Git objects. So if you will check out it 4 times, it will take as much space as if you check out it 1 time, because the object store is shared. So yeah, thank you for watching. I don't think we have really much stuff to discuss now, and I think that might be pretty useful video for some of you. Comment, like, do whatever you want to. I'm mainly recording that for my friends, so if you're not my friend, you can become one actually. So yeah, thank you. Bye. A little bit of awkward silence when I'm pausing this recording.